ascend our levels of consciousness, our unconscious mind takes the realm. It takes hold of things. It's interpreting those early events, silently directing us by what was held dear, and it becomes based on whatever was laid down in that emotional source code. Our unconscious mind crafts the narrative of our lives, often directed by the significant figures of our past: the moms, the dads, the uncles, the aunts, the grandparents, the teachers, all of them. They become the invisible guidance that constructs the neural pathways in our brain, that creates an architecture that shapes our perception of how we see the world. Again, it is our innate curiosity that leads us to question and decode this silent language of our unconscious narrative, shaping the stories that we tell ourselves. Curiosity is life's blood. Do you know that children were tested, a group of children were tested for levels of genius before they were 4 years old, and that 98% of them showed genius, some levels of genius? Those same children tested after 5 years of school, it was down to 40%. By the time they'd reached high school, it was 2%. Why? Because the system doesn't teach us to be curious, and curiosity is an inherent part of what it means to be a genius. Einstein said that was the thing that made him stand out: curiosity. It is your curiosity about you, about your formative years, about how you've interpreted those 40 years, that will allow you to pull apart, to dismantle the lies that you've been carrying around as truth. But we fail to be curious. We fail to be curious about ourselves. We fail to be curious about anybody else. And we certainly fail to be curious about these unconscious narratives we carry around. This process isn't just poetic, it's neuroscientific fact. Our brains develop unique neural pathways carved into and by the interpretations handed down to us, shaping our subjective reality. You say, it means this, Dad, and Dad says, no, it means that. And you go, okay, because Mom and Dad are these all powerful beings. And what do I know? I'm a kid. So you shut up and you take it on. You take on the meaning that you are given. It's not the meaning, it's the meaning it was handed down to you. I was born in the United Kingdom. Everybody, where I grew up, everybody had a much stronger religion than the one they would meet at church. It was the one that took place on a football pitch, soccer pitch. Their faith was Man United or Man City or some other team, depending on where you were from. But if you'd have asked those kids with the blue and white or the red and white scarves on, who do you support? They would have told you, I support Man City. And they would have booted you if you said that, booted you in the shin if you'd have said you supported the other team. But let me ask you a question. Why does a 7-year-old support a soccer team? Why does a 7-year-old go to a game to cheer for 11 men on a soccer pitch and make a big fuss when they score? He goes there because he's with his dad or with his uncle or with his mom or whoever he's with, to be bonded with that person. And that person is cheering for them. So you learn as a child, this is what you do here. It's an interpretation. In order for me to be bonded to you, parent, loved person, I need to be bonded to what you're bonded to. So of course I'm a Manchester City fan. Of course I'm a Manchester United fan. Of course I'm a Tottenham Hotspurs fan or a Liverpool fan or whatever it is. There's nothing natural about that. I didn't automatically work out, oh, this is a better team. I'm 7, I'm 8, I'm 9, I'm 10, 11. I haven't got those skills. They're interpretations I took on in order to bond with others. And this is incredibly important for you to understand. Human beings are tribal. We need to bond. We need to connect. And we will do that at all costs. In fact, we will trade our authenticity for the approval of the group. And